What's up, y'all? Welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys are enjoying this Friday. It is December 17th, and I'm just here with a quick little video on some tips on how to pass your exam the first time around. So, if you're not already doing so, go ahead and subscribe to my channel. Click the like button. I'm going to be dropping videos more frequently here in 2020 just to try to make sure that you guys are getting quality content. I'm answering your questions pretty quick, and that I'm helping y'all helping me, and we just kind of learning from each other. So I hope you guys are enjoying the community thus far. Anyway, let's get right into it. So I actually signed up for online classes. With real estate exams or with real estate courses, you have the option to either take them online or you can do it in person. Personally, I like to do online because I like to work at my own pace. Sometimes I have more free time and then I can just sit there and go through the courses, where it's kind of sticking to a schedule with going into a classroom, relying on somebody else to teach me, and then having a set schedule. I kind of like to just work at my own pace. So that's why online worked for me. But you guys are more than welcome to do your own research. Of course, I advise that you do your own research and that you guys, I'm sorry, I'm holding this camera. My arm is hurting. And I just advise that you guys kind of do the research for yourself to see what works best for you. I know there's a lot of working people out there, parents, you name it. So online, again, allows you to work at your own pace. So I went to the Austin Real Estate Business School for my courses. It was about, I think, maybe $500 for the complete set, plus the pre-licensing test at the end. It gave you a practice exam towards the end that you could take as many times as you want. And I believe I had access to this course for about 6 months after the fact, which was helpful, just in case you complete the course and you still want to give yourself 30 days, 60 days, 90 days, whatever works for you. You still want to give yourself some time to study. You have that option to go back, not only to take the post completion practice exam, but also to go back and read or take tests that were throughout the exam or throughout the course, whatever it is that you need to do. So for me, again, I took online classes. Austin Real Estate Business School, I'll provide a link to that down below, but there are a ton of options out there for you. For my people that like to go in class, there's a slew of options there. And then there's also, I know Austin Business School had the option to do half in class and then half online. So it's all in preference. So just you guys take a look at the link, see what works best for you, go for it. I'm not promoting them, it's just the course that I use and it's what I'm familiar with. So that's why I'm talking about it here today. So after I went through my courses, it took me a couple of months, honestly, because again, I was working at my own pace. So I was going to work, but then I was trying to do real estate courses. And then sometimes I just was procrastinating, to be honest with y'all. So it took me a couple months to get through it, but you really can go through it in 30 days if you kind of sit down and really focus, or if you just have the free time to do so. So went through the courses, and my advice, or maybe this was actually provided to me within the sign up manual, they advise that you take the post test as many times as you'd like, but once you consistently receive an 80% on the course, they say that you're ready for the actual exam. So the exam is broken down into state and national, and you have to pass both, of course, with a passing score. So you can go through the state portion as many times as you like, the national portion as many times as you like. For me, I actually went through both at the same time. I didn't try to focus on national first or state first to try to get that down. Instead, I focused on both at the same time. That way I wouldn't kind of forget the material because I was so focused on one portion. That's just my little tip for you guys. And then from there, once I consistently received an 80%, I didn't stop there. I continued to test up until the night before my exam, just to make sure that I was ready. I would go through the practice exam, make flashcards. I retain better when I write things out. So for me, I had a notebook where I was just jotting down anything that I couldn't really grasp. So I would jot it down to retain it, and then I would go back through my notes, go back through the learning material to reread about it, just to refresh, my memory and kind of jog my memory on what I was actually about to take a test on. For me, the exam wasn't as difficult as I've heard people say it is. So, this is really all relative. I'm just speaking on my experience with the test. And then what's something else I did for the test? Really flashcards, writing it out to retain it, making sure that I was actually reading the information while I was going through the online courses, not just trying to click through to get it done. I know a lot of people do that, and if that works for you, okay, but at the same time, you really want to read this information because you're going to be doing this when you get out into the real world of real estate. So you want to have an idea of what contracts are, what the laws are, what the expectations are when you get out there. You don't want to, while you can rely on your broker and your broker is there to reassure you, you definitely want to have some idea of what's going on. And of course, if you don't, then your test results, I'm sure, will reflect. Now, if you do fail on the first try, don't be discouraged. I always tell people, if you fail the first time, just get up and redo it again. Like, it's not a big deal. It happens. Life happens. And you should just keep at it. I'm gonna be honest, when I sat in there, I was like, I don't know about this one. Maybe I'm not gonna pass it. But ultimately I did, and I was really excited about that. So what worked for you guys? Let me know that. Have any of y'all taken it already? Did you find it hard, easy, in between? Did y'all do online classes or did you do in person? And what would you recommend? If y'all don't mind, go ahead, comment that down below. I'm sure that there's a lot of people out there that would benefit from seeing, you know, firsthand knowledge, or just what kind of study tips do y'all have for the people that have already passed it or the people that are about to take it? What are y'all studying right now? Who did you use? What school did you go to? Anything that y'all can think of, comment it down below. Like this video. Let me know what else y'all want to know about, and I'll bring it to y'all, no problem. And as y'all can see, I have on the LSU hat. That's my alma mater. I graduated from there in 2012, and they just won the national championship, so go Tigers. Again, if y'all have anything y'all want to talk about, just comment down below, and I will check it out for y'all. Happy Friday. Go ahead, like this video, and stay tuned for more good stuff. See ya.